really like to read a range of fiction and non-fiction. So last year I discovered the joy of Lucy Worsley's non-fiction, and I've got quite a lot of her books that I'm currently working my way through in terms of non-fiction. I've read her biography of Agatha Christie, one about Jane Austen's homes and where she lived and what that tells us about her life, and another one about the history of the home, and one about the history of crime fiction and how people respond to true crime, which were really, really good. But I also discovered that she writes a series of YA books that are kind of historical based, but they are fiction. So this one follows Eliza Rose, who ends up at court. She's sort of caught up in some court intrigues and things with her cousins, who one of which is looking to try and get involved with Henry VIII. It follows like the danger and things that is evident at court. She's got to find a way as a very young girl in that system, and although it's based on some historical truths, so I think the families and the people existed, this is a fictional story based around that, but it's based around it with a real element of like historical knowledge, because obviously Lucy Worsley knows what she's talking about when it comes to history. Having said that, as a YA story, it works really well as well. So it's really well told. You get really involved into the world of Eliza. You are thoroughly absorbed into her kind of life, both at court and outside of it, and what she's going to try and make of herself, whether she's going to end up married at a very young age, how her family behaved towards her as a girl in those times. And it's a really, really, really interesting read, one that stays with you for quite a while after you've read it. I would say, although it's billed as YA, you could definitely read it as an adult and enjoy the story as well. I would have loved these as a young adult to read. Sadly, they didn't exist for me then, but I've thoroughly enjoyed this now, and I've got a couple of her other ones that she's written like that in this series as well to give a go to. But if you're looking for a good kind of historical read for a young adult, look no further than Lucy Worsley's books. I think there's about 3 of her YA books that are worth checking out. This one gets a 5 stars from me. I really thoroughly enjoyed it.